Hello. It's almost become like a routine. When I film a main channel video, why not come say hello to you guys? It's fun. It does seem like it's our little club, you know, only a couple thousand views, but then there's a lot of comments and I get to talk to you guys. And thank you for leaving the feedback on my last video. It's great to hear that other people are suffering from HOAs, but it also gave me some context on our situation. And regardless of how we're moving forward, at least we're thinking about moving forward and not dwelling, right? Oh my gosh, why did I press? What did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, okay. So that video I made last month, I think, I don't fit in here. I talked about how I work and YouTube and all this stuff, and then Matt Diavella just posted an Instagram and his caption was talking about, you know, like being burned out and just like quitting YouTube. I think a lot of YouTubers fascinate about just like going off the grid because you're so on the grid, right? If that makes any sense at all. And it just made me think about what I've been thinking about this entire summer, because I really want to change things how I do on YouTube. Obviously, like still making the same type of stuff in the same niche, but I'm also relaunching that creative life, which I'm excited to share with you guys. I think you'll be surprised what it's going to be. So I've been thinking about content and videos and community and all of that stuff and like how it affects my life. And there is this weird thing that happens when what you're passionate about becomes your job, and it takes you a while to realize, oh my gosh, this is a job. I have to treat this like a job. And why a lot of people get burnt out, including me this past year. I mean, guys, it was bad with like the world stuff happening and being overwhelmed with social media, and the Twitter detox did well, guys. I didn't get on for 10 days, and then now I'm just like going and posting once a day and not scrolling, which is good. So that was a really good first step, but you know, I've just kind of been burnt on all of it. And I think I'm finally kind of like circling around why. And it's because even though it's fun to be like, YouTuber, there's no structure here or there. And like, it's fun, right? Not treating it like a job, that's what like gets you burnt out. And I was also thinking about how, this probably makes no sense at this point, but I promise there's going to be a point. I was thinking about just the media landscape and shows that exist, and you know, like the Tonight Show, and it's so formulaic. I feel like I haven't been holding this still. I'm sorry. I switched to the Pro Max, so it's heavier than my Mini. What is my hair doing? Okay. Oh, got a lot of baby hairs. And I was thinking about how formulaic those shows are, and like there's a reason, guys. There's a reason why one person is responsible for this one small task, and then there's 100 other people responsible for their small tasks, because you can own it, you can do it well, and it will be consistent, right? And there's a reason why there's a set, and you don't take that camera off that tripod because that camera has its one specific purpose. And there's a reason why the segments are the same, right? And you might see where I'm going at, and then you'd be like, well, Sarah, that's why YouTube is so great, because it can be anything you want it to be, and it's random, and there is no structure. And that's when the creators on the other side start to freak out, because it's just too much to start from scratch with every idea, every brand deal, every product idea you have. Starting from scratch for everything is really hard. And still to this day, like I have, you know, some middle steps for videos, but there's no like, okay, this is this type of video in this bucket, and we know how to make those videos. Like, I swear, that's why I got so burnt out with laptop videos, is with every laptop, I'm like, it's a blank canvas. What are we gonna talk about? You know, I don't have these certain slots to fill in and certain things to address. I'm just like, oh, let's just talk about everything. And it gets really overwhelming, because then if you have to like start over that thing and go to the depths of your creativity with every single video that you have to post, and you're posting like 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 times a month on YouTube, it's just too much. And this might not make any sense to people who aren't YouTubers or who don't make things. But yeah, I've just been thinking about like, dang, there's a reason why Hollywood does things the way they do it. And of course, it's expensive the way they do it. It requires a lot of people, it requires a lot of gear, but what are some of the things that I can take from that and to apply it to my own videos, right? And yeah, I think what that is, and I hate, and luckily this is why I'm posting this on the second channel, because I hated when I started on my main channel to tell people what I was about to do instead of just doing it. I don't want to do that, but here it's okay. So what I've been thinking come fall, because I've been thinking a lot, it'll be my 10-year anniversary in September of 2021, which is crazy. I posted my first video September 2011. And so what I've been thinking is like, okay, the things that you pursue with other companies and stuff, like I've done a lot of tryouts for like tech shows, and you know, I did, I don't even want to say it anymore, but you know, stuff like, okay, like Quibi, right? They were doing so many things where they're just sending out shows for people to try out, and you know, they were doing a tech show, and it's always stuff like that where I'm like, oh, that would be so fun to do with them. And I'm like, well, why couldn't I just do that on my channel? I love that type of stuff, and like being a host and things and interacting live with people. You know, maybe that can be that was my elbow on the desk farting. It wasn't me, I promise. God, I was trying to say something serious too. But like, why can't I have something like that that's like my structure, so I don't have to worry about the consistency, right? I do that, I figure out how to do that once a week, so I'm not scared about, oh no, I haven't posted in 10 days. I have that structure, a once a week show or something, and I'm not gonna call it a show, so hopefully most of my subscribers won't think it's different to just like a normal video, right? And then I'll have the time, you know, I'll have the full month to maybe shoot the one iPad review. But people don't know that behind the scenes. They're like, oh, Sara posted 5 videos this month, cool. She's being normal, right? But then behind the scenes, I have all of that structure where people can help me with it. And yeah, this is probably the most long-winded answer for like, I'm tired of doing everything. But yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. This is just becoming a stream of consciousness channel, if that's okay with everyone. And if you're a creator, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, stay peachy, guys. Okay, bye.